Imagine a library not written on paper, but in stone. A library that was started before the pyramids of Giza were finished, and was kept open, active, and unchanged for 4,000 years. For decades, archaeologists looked at these massive murals in the Texas Mexico borderlands and saw art, beautiful, mysterious, and silent. But a groundbreaking new study has just shattered that silence. We now know that these aren't just pictures, they are visual scriptures, the oldest securely dated rock art tradition in America. And the most shocking part, this ancient belief system didn't vanish. It survived for millennia, planting the seed for the Aztec Empire and the civilization that will rise for another 3,000 years. Welcome to the story of the Pecos River Style. Deep in the Canyonlands, where the Pecos River meets the Rio Grande, there are hundreds of rock shelters. Inside, the walls are covered in what archaeologists call Pecos River Style murals. For years, the question was, when were they painted? And did they mean anything specific? Enter the Shumla Archaeological Research and Education Center. In a study published in Science Advance in November 2025, like a couple of days ago, a team led by Dr. Karen Steelman used a technique called plasma oxidation. It allowed them to extract organic carbon from the ancient paint binders without destroying the artwork. The results were staggering. They obtained 57 direct radiocarbon dates. The tradition began roughly 5,700 years ago. And it didn't stop. For over 4,000 years, generation after generation returned to these exact same walls, painting the exact same symbols, following the exact same strict rules. Think about that. 4,000 years. That is longer than Christianity has existed, longer than the pharaohs ruled Egypt. And through that entire time, the message didn't change. Dr. Carol Boyd, a leading researcher on the murals, realizes these weren't random doodles of a hunt. They were a visual manuscript. The paintings depicted a complex cosmology. We see a portal to the spirit world, human-like figurines with headdresses made of rabbit ears or antlers, a mysterious cluster of lines and dots that represent captured spiritual energy. They depict a universe divided into three layers: a underworld, a earthly plane, and a sky world. A concept that might sound familiar if you know anything about the Aztecs or the Mayans. This is the smoking gun of the study. The symbols found on these Texas canyon walls painted by hunter-gatherers 5,000 years ago are similar to the beliefs of Mesoamerican civilization that arose 1,000 years later. The study suggests that the Pecos River people and the ancestors of the Aztec shared a common core system of belief, a Pan-American religion that started here in the hunter-gatherer age and carried into the great empires of Mexico. It challenges everything we thought we knew. We used to think complex religion came after farming and cities. The Pecos murals prove that deep, structured, philosophical thoughts existed long before the first seed ever sowed in the Americas. But perhaps the most impressive part of the story is resilience. During this 4,000 years, the region suffered extreme climate change, massive droughts, a trans-Holocene bottleneck that made life incredibly hard, yet they didn't stop painting. In fact, the art may have been what saved them. It was a way to hold their society together, to teach the next generation. This is who we are. This is how the universe works. This is how we survive. We often look for history in books or broken pottery, but in the Lower Pecos, the history is in the book itself, painted on the walls of the earth.